This is the Ford Kuga. It's a mid-sized SUV, hilariously named after the middle-aged women that form its target market, and it's a really nice car to drive. But it's also Ford's current technology flagship. The titanium model here packs in pretty much every piece of driver assist technology that Ford makes at the moment. While Ford says it has no plans to replace the driver with computers anytime soon, you can't look at this technology and not think that it's leading towards an autonomous car somewhere in the not too distant future. So we thought we'd give you a quick look at what the current model Kuga can do and what the next generation's going to be able to do. The Kuga's just full of nifty little touches that make life easier. Automatic headlights, keyless entry, automatic wipers, heated seats. If you're going slow and you turn the wheel, it lights up the side that you're turning towards, and the opposite side if you're in reverse. The parking camera estimates your predicted path as you're reversing into a car space. Look, it's pretty standard stuff these days, but still clever and a very useful technology in a car this big and bulky. First of the big ticket driver assist pieces is adaptive cruise control. You turn it on, you set your maximum speed, set the distance you're comfortable staying from the car in front of you, and the Kuga uses a radar in behind the rear vision mirror up here to keep you that distance from the car in front by managing your throttle and brake. It takes a little while to work out when a car's coming into your lane or moving out of the lane, but all in all it's a very comfortable system to use on the freeway. It stops you cracking the sads with that clown in front who likes to drive at 90 in a 100 zone. It's great. Mind you, if the speed gets down below about 30 k's an hour, the system will just beep and let you know that you're in control again, because this is not a traffic jam assist system. It's not designed to work at slow speeds. While you're cruising along, the car's got a couple of little cameras by the side mirrors that are basically checking to make sure you're staying in your lane. If you start drifting across, the steering wheel starts shaking a bit like a force feedback on a PlayStation controller. Other models of Ford will actually even nudge the steering back towards the center of the lane, which is pretty cool. One thing we didn't have the guts to test on the road was active city stop, which detects when you're about to run into something and does the braking for you. I'm buggered if I'm testing that on the road, so we're here at the Ford Engineering and Technology Centre and I'm not even looking at what we're heading for, and hopefully this car is just going to sort it out for us. There we go. So, you don't have to worry about your throttle, don't have to manage your brake, car's looking out for you in terms of steering. You could be forgiven for falling asleep a bit while you're driving this thing on the freeway. And Ford's planned for that as well, because if you drift out of your lane too many times, there's a maximum level of dopiness that the Kuga is going to tolerate. It'll flash up a warning and tell you, basically, wake up, you goose. There's also these blind spot warnings, which are becoming a standard feature on a lot of different brands. And they let you know if there's something just out of view by lighting up on the edge of your mirror tip. Very handy stuff. Another simple but nice trick the Kuga has up its sleeve is the power tailgate. It assumes that if you're opening the back of the car up, it's because you're carrying something big you want to put in there. So you can open and close it just by swishing your foot underneath it, as long as the key's in your pocket. Nice one. Now, despite the fact that the Kuga is actually pretty capable four-wheel drive off-road, this is unashamedly an SUV designed to be primarily used around town. A bit of a soccer mum special, if you like. As such, for around town, it's actually a pretty big old hunk of metal, and a bit of a challenge to get into a car park, even if you're normally good at that sort of thing. So this button's going to be pretty popular. Park Assist. Park Assist uses a bunch of ultrasonic sensors to find a car park big enough for you. There's one. You put the car in reverse, and the car works the steering while you work the pedals. It's one of those we're living in the future kind of moments, really. And I've got to say, Park Assist has got me into some spaces that I don't know if I would have tried for by myself. It's funny, I've got a 3-month-old son who's going to start driving in about 16 years. He may never need to learn how to parallel park because the cars will be doing it for him. It's a crazy thought. At the Ford Technology Centre, we had a look at the next generation of Park Assist, which helps you reverse park into perpendicular slots as well. And it has a new feature called Cross Traffic Alert that gives you a warning when you're backing out of a blind park and there's a car coming behind you. Look, none of these technologies are particularly revolutionary. In fact, most of them have shown up in one form or another on cars from several different manufacturers. The big story here is that all these gadgets and a bunch of others like the Sync voice control system are selling now on a car that comes in well under $50,000 on the road. That's well out of luxury car territory and into the area of family car dollars. We might still be 5 or 10 years out from being able to buy a car that drives itself, but cars like the Kuga are taking some pretty solid steps down that path, and it's pretty cool to watch it happen.